really, really hard. And the owners liked Greg so much, so eventually they gave him the restaurant. What is Filipino breakfast? What is that?
Well, really what it is like a lot of rice, eggs, longanisa, or pork chop.
Oh, pork chop for breakfast?
Yeah.
You live in lunch.
Yeah.
You live pork chop for breakfast. Yeah, no. But this diner has been here since the 30s.
I only made it Filipino a little bit when I got the ownership.
When did you start here?
In 1978 as a dishwasher. The boss lady, she treated me just like a regular dishwasher. Sometimes I like to mingle with the customers and stop me. Said, no, Greg, you gotta be in the kitchen. Don't be socializing.
Bless her. She gave you the business. Who cares?
He remembers every person's name.
Yeah.
Like he's super
You see, your grandma is Helga.
Yes.
And then you have a sister, Anna and Linda.
Yes, that's right.
And then your wife is Maya.
Stop.
And then you have a son named Sion Mandela.
That's so Filipino.
Well, I have no more questions after that. You shut it down.
He just shut it down. He's like, nope, no more.
That's so good. Oh my God. Nice.
Oh my God.
Oh, these sausages.
Yes.
Right. Nice. What I love about the food, it's very flavorful. Beautiful sausage. It's fat, it's rich. The vinegar with a little bit of heat. This is comfort food to the fullest, you know? Uncle Greg, thank you so much, and I wish you continued success. You're a true American success story.
We done bought a book for you to sign, huh?
Okay, thank you. Now, I really
That's
congratulate
it for the $40 one. There's one for 15.
Don't talk about business. Make the black man blush. I like it. Only Greg can do that. Yes, not even you can do that. I love it.
Seattle's the closest port.
Wait till the other camera comes. That's a good.
If you think about the ships coming over, it's quicker to come to Seattle than go to LA, San Francisco. It's a shorter trip. My name's Dorothy Cordova. You're here in the offices of the Filipino American National Historical Society. I'm the executive director. Filipinos started to come here hundreds of years ago. And the interesting thing is, a lot of people didn't even know we were a part of the United States from 1898 until 1946. In 1898, the Philippines started to fight for freedom from Spain in the Spanish-American War. The Spaniards refused to admit defeat, and they agreed to sell the Philippines to the United States for $20 million. By virtue of that, all Filipinos are now free to come to the United States if their passage is paid. Seattle was a major port of entry. We had the lumber industry and the fishing industry, and there were little farms. By the 70s, because of the changes in immigration laws, the largest group of immigrants coming to the United States were people from the Philippines. And yet, people knew nothing about us.
I was actually born here in Beacon Hill, historically a Filipino neighborhood. And there's still a lot of Filipino families that live here, sadly not as many as before. My mom worked a lot. She was a nurse. So I have a lot of memories of being with my dad. My dad came here in the 70s when he was in the Merchant Marine. With a mustache and just like the biggest hair. We spent a lot of time in Chinatown. We'd be walking the streets and people would be calling out, "Hey, Musang!" Musang translated means wildcat. My dad was such a huge inspiration for how I have memories of Filipino food. So we started doing monthly brunch pop-ups called Musang. And the idea and intent was to just get people to familiarize themselves with Filipino food. People fail to realize that the Philippines is comprised of islands, and there's so many versions of dishes that people haven't been able to experience or taste. I just wanted it to be something that was an honoring of myself to my family, which I hope we're doing justice.
Hey,
Hi! Welcome.
thank you. Thanks for having me.
Come on in. My parents are actually here too.
What's up, boss? How are you?
Right.
Good.
We've got golden pompano.
Golden pompano. Nice. That's nice.
Good fish.
So we got some great West Coast oysters.
We'll be using this for the kinilaw, actually,
Oh.
which is our version of a ceviche. So the basic version of this is always some ginger, red onion, and vinegar. I'm adding some kumquat, a little bit of chilies, and then we're using a coconut vinegar as a souring agent. Yeah,
Beautiful.
right?
It's almost like the oyster water itself.
Yeah.
That's a good addition.
In our family, I would always kind of be cooking in the kitchen with them.
You always bugs me.
Yeah, I would always be like, Dad, let me help.
Yeah.
I don't want to help, so he'd give me like the mean jobs. I would have to clean squid at like a really young age, and I know. So Dad does kind of by eye. There's no recipe, and so he's adding in the red onions right now. He'll add the ginger, and then we'll add the vinegar.
Love what's happening here. Yeah, bitter, sour, some sweet.
How is it?
Spicy,
Spicy.
Only put one pepper.
Yeah, but it's a hot one.
Sharshado is the fried fish, then it's topped with tomato, garlic, onion sauce that's coming to a boil, and then we'll thicken it done with the egg.
Well,
Enough?
I need cover.
What do you do? Okay.
I like it. He cooks like a real chef. He just calls it up.
So he's the master of this sauce. Whenever my mom and I would try and cook it, we'd always curdle the eggs.
All right, I think we're done.
I love this idea of thickening with egg. It's really nice.
Lord, bless this food and give a nourishment to our body. In Jesus' name.
Okay.
We just did a huge Kamayan pop-up dinner called No Cookbooks Allowed. So the concept is to pay homage to an elder that has cooked for us.
No cookbooks, meaning 2 pinches of salt or 1 cup of vinegar, so everything by memory.
It's always a question of what is passed on to one generation and what do you hold on to, especially
That's
when you
exactly
come to the new country.
Growing up, I tried to not reject being Filipino, but like it's hard when you kind of get bullied or like your clothes smell weird or whatever. But like our language is also not getting passed down. What is the first thing that we can do to pass down? It's the food.
Like, I've never had this dish and I love the finish of this.
Yeah.
You might,
you like
I love it. I think it's fantastic.
You do it with love always. You don't do it with love.
Yeah. Where's the pop-up in 3 years from now, do you think?
Hopefully sooner will be a brick and mortar.
Yeah.
There is a definite ask from the community for where can we find dishes like this?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I've been asking you, but you don't want to hire me.
Wait till the brick and mortar,
Yeah.
Dad.
Hey,
You'll get there.
I need some money.
I'm in Beacon Hill in South Seattle and I'm going to meet my boy, Gio. So Gio got many, many talents. He's a cook, he's a business owner, most important, a rapper. Gio's taken me to this hub of the Filipino community. It's been in the neighborhood for over 25 years and it's called Fuli. So this is all things Filipino over here?
If not strictly Filipino, things that Filipinos would meet in their kitchen. My parents, they live an hour away, but they'll come out here just to shop here. Oh, there's good stuff too. Watermelon.